Now we can say our upcoming film, The Pigs Cometh, is based on a true story. Feral pigs torment residents of New Zealand capital. Wellington City Council says feral pig population in suburbs has been expanding. So that's just the gist of the story. The people who live in Wellington, New Zealand are apparently, what's going on, Ian? They're being attacked by pigs?
Yeah, somebody lost like 40 goats or something to pigs in the last month or so.
Oh, the pigs.
This is happening in Rome,
it's
Italy,
because,
too.
Quote, it's a murder scene, according to this one witness.
Wow.
So
we're planning a movie called The Pigs Cometh. And the idea was it's like New York City, and there's like all they like it starts with them being like, "I, the mayor, hereby proclaim all guns are banned," and then everyone's like, "Yay!" And then it shows the cops like just like grabbing guns, and all the gangs are turning their guns in, and then everyone's like, "We've done it, the guns are gone," and then all of a sudden they see like a pig, like in the distance, just like eating garbage, and they're like, "What's that?" And they're like, "It's just a pig, don't worry." And then the pig turns real quick and then starts running full speed at the crowd, and they're like, "Ah!" And then the whole movie is like this horror film where they're like, "What do we do? How do we stop the pigs? I have no idea." And the pigs are just rampaging. And that was the idea for the film we had. And then before the show, Ian told me it's actually happening. So now we can say based on a true story.
And wait, did the New York City residents get rid of knives and axes, and you might be a little.
No. Are you kidding?
They don't exist in this world.
Are you joking? You think you're gonna fight 50 feral hogs with a knife? Good luck, bro.
Dude, apparently they range up to 260 pounds. I mean, they might be even bigger than that.
All right, dude. Yeah. All right. Let's see how you handle
it. It's like a full heavyweight on all fours.
And that's a great plot point.
Tusks.
The 250 pound boar is just like, and the guy goes, "I've got a steak knife." And then he gets mauled by the pig.
But you've seen First Blood, right?
What's that?
Rambo?
Yeah, the first Rambo movie. No, he's in the woods. He's hungry, and he takes his trusty
Rambo,
knife and anybody can climb up a tree and tie a knife to a stick and then jump down perfectly.
Right.
and kill a boar and then strip it and eat it. Anybody can do that.
I think anybody can. Technically, it just depends on if they actually.
Yeah, pigs could be like 300 plus pounds.
New Yorkers are very resourceful.
400 pounds.
Look at this. Look at this story from The Guardian. It's a murder scene. Feral pigs torment residents in New Zealand capital. Don't they like heavily regulate guns in New Zealand?
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Marauding feral pigs have blighted a central suburb in New Zealand's capital.
The suburb of Brooklyn. It says Brooklyn, not New Zealand. You're reading that. Oh, Brooklyn. Okay, I don't know.
What?
I'm trying to make a joke.
Oh.
It says the suburb of Brooklyn in New Zealand.
Oh yeah, this is
out
Brooklyn,
of Wellington, I guess.
suburb of Wellington. Yeah.
Oh, is that what it's
not New York?
It's in Brooklyn,
it's
a small
it's a
farm.
suburb of Brooklyn. I was just making a joke.
Oh, did I read it wrong?
I'm making a joke. You're fine. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Anyway, the
Good
pigs
night,
coming.
everybody.
Look at this. Look at this. A boar killed in a goat
Holy
farm.
crap!
Yeah.
You want to fight that with a knife?
If a kid can kill a boar,
No, the kid's for scale.
Yeah, the kid's just happy it's
the
dead.
kid's the penny next to the.
yes.
Okay, all right.
So, but in all seriousness, as they're banning guns across the board, the gag that I'm like the joke I'm making is, it's not really a joke. It's like, you ban weapons, then what do you do when wild animals show up? Because this is the thing, like, these people in big cities are like, guns should be banned. Nobody needs more than, if you're a hunter and you need more than 10 rounds, you're a bad hunter. And it's like, oh, okay, so when like 4 wild boars rampage through your property and they all weigh 200 pounds, tell me that 10 rounds is enough.
I feel like this was a Simpsons episode where everybody collected all the guns and then something happened where they needed guns.
Family Guy did it.
Maybe it was like a Halloween episode or something, but
Family Guy.
Maybe the chat can, knows what I'm talking about.
Guy.
It might be Family Guy, but
Peter melts down all the plumbing to make guns, and then the townsfolk are like, it's a post-apocalyptic, and they're like, you got rid of our plumbing for guns, and he goes, that's right, and then they throw him and the Griffins out of the city, and then radioactive Stewie babies with tentacles.
They go to the Twinkie factory.
Yeah, so that was
okay.
that was the Twinkie factory, and then the Stewies with tentacles go and attack everybody, and the guy's like, quick, grab the guns, and they're on fire. He goes, I can't, and then Stewie kills them all.
There was another episode where the guns were turned into a statue celebrating nonviolence, and then an invading army came in and then took over everyone, and they couldn't. I forgot which. Was
that Simpsons?
I think that could have been The Simpsons. People in the chat room will let us know. I'm looking at the chat room right now.
Dude, some people are saying to look up Hogzilla.
Someone already probably even made that movie.
So I was just looking this up, and there's a hypothetical 1,000-pound hog that they killed somewhere in the U.S. And I don't think that was, or I think it might have been in Russia, and I don't think it was ever proven. But there's like a picture they thought might have been forced perspective. I don't know.
This is North Carolina
Oh my
one.
God.
Yeah. North
2014.
Carolina,
Look at the
Alabama,
size of
and
this
then there's
thing.
one like in Turkey.
That's
was
a
you take-
dinosaur. That's not a.
I
think
want to
that's like
see you with your
600
butter knife, Andrew. Handle that. Let's see what you can do there.
That's a vicious, murderous mammal. Like that will kill a human
Yeah,
kind
who
of thing.
needs
It's like a
guns?
bear, but
Hey,
faster.
human, it'll
But
kill. I
yet
don't know if
it's
faster. Are
dead.
they
So what
faster?
happened?
No, bears can go like 35 miles an hour.
Bears are pretty nuts.
But it
Bears will mess
says
you up.
Alabama boy bags wild hog.
Yeah,
bigger than hog.
probably with 450 Bushmaster. So you can give a kid proper training and a powerful enough rifle, he can take down that monster. You take away the guns, good luck anyone. That's the thing about guns. It's a great equalizer, right? Whether you're a 5 foot tall woman or a 6'7" pure lean muscle man, if you're going to get into a conflict, that gun normalizes the fight between them.
Well, then you have all the
To a certain
LARPers and everything that have swords and stuff. Swords still exist in your world, right?
That's a good idea. So, like, while the pigs are rampaging around, some cosplayers jump out and they strike a pose with their swords, but their swords are fake. You know, because it's like we have some fake swords and we have some real swords.
Or those Minecraft sponge swords you see at the foam swords. Okay, all right. Well, you know, we're gonna. I wanted an executive producer.
Here's the best part: the MacGuffin.
Credit on this.
The MacGuffin is that someone finds a box of bullets and they're like, "We have to get this to the HQ where they have the last gun," and they have to like travel across all of Manhattan with marauding pigs everywhere. And that's like the item they're like, you have to get it. And it's like the ring. And then they get it. And then they're like, they get to the guy's house and he's like, I was able to save one rifle. And it's like a
Civil War rifle.
No. Like it's got to be like a standard, like, you know, something like an M1. It's got to be able to just, you know.
Oh, okay.
Maybe it'll be like a bolt action 308.
It was like in a museum from World War
Yeah, there you go.
II or something.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then it's like, you know, it's a single load bolt action or something, but it's all they got. And then with that, they're able to stop the pigs one by one.
One shot at a time.
I'm looking at stats on Hogzilla. Apparently, scientists exhumed the corpse and they found it to be about 800 pounds, between 7 and 8.5 feet long, and it was a hybrid between a wild boar and a domestic pig.
Whoa.
And the tusks were about 2 feet. They were longer than 2 feet each. They're 28 inches each. One was 28 inches, one was 19 inches, so the different lengths of tusk.
The funny thing about this was that meme where the left was like, we're going to ban guns. And the guy was like, what do I do when, you know, 15 to 30 feral hogs, you know, attack my property or whatever. And then all the liberals were like laughing, like, you're so dumb, hogs. And everybody who lives out in the middle of nowhere was like, uh-huh.
So some
what?
quotes from the person that's dealing with the hog infestation said they lost about 60 goats in the last few months. And what happens is if they find something they like eating, meaning the hogs, and it's a free feed, meaning a newborn kid, which is a baby goat, they're going to keep coming back. So it's just over and over and over again. These swarms of gigantic, muscular beasts come slaughtering. Yeah, you need guns for that. That's partly
you know what,
why
Are
they invented guns.
are these
and
mutant hogs?
No,
No,
or-
apparently they've hybridized at some point.
But
and
it's not that. It's
there's
that
feral and
wild
domestic.
hogs get big and they're dangerous. That's it, period. But people are so used to living in luxury with security and bricks and bridges and all of the wonders of the modern world that they've not experienced. Look, you know where these stories come from about monsters of legend? We have these stories in like ancient myth of giant beasts being fought by noble heroes, and it's like this giant monster slaying a dragon. It's because way back in the day, some dude was in a tribe of like 70 people, and he's like, I'm going to go find berries. And then he's walking through the forest, and he comes across some like 70-pound pig, and he's like, oh, it's a pig. And then he grabs a stick, and he's whacking it, and the pig's biting at him, and then he cracks the stick and stabs it and wins. Then he comes back and goes, I defeated a great monster. And he tells this story, and then everyone's imagining, and they write it down, and the story passes down, and then eventually it's a gigantic 10-foot tall, you know, pig beast. You know what I mean?
But we also have
These
evidence
stories-
that they're 8 feet long if they stand up, and I mean, if they're 800 pounds, the giant spiders. I mean, that stuff probably used to exist until humanity extinctified it all.
But it's like somebody's walking down the road, traveling to the city to trade some beans or something, and then he fought a bear, and it was like a medium-sized bear, and he barely survived, and he comes back and he's bleeding, and he's like, I killed a giant beast, must have been 7 feet tall. And then the story is told. Nowadays, people don't go wander off in the woods for the most part. People still get killed by like mountain lions and stuff. But the average person living in a city has no idea how dangerous it is to be out in the middle of nowhere. I'll tell you this, man. We're by the Appalachian Trail. Go out during a new moon and stand on that trail, and you will be freaked out.
What, like coyotes?
The
and-
weird noises, the rustling, the creatures that can see you and you can't see them. It's pitch black.
Yeah, that's one of the most crazy
joke.
things.
Oh, yeah.
Is that
You're
they can
in-
see you.
You're in the woods. So we went out last year during a new moon. We're on our bikes, and it's pitch black on the forest trail. And so we stopped and turned the lights off, and you hear like things circling you. You hear like the rustling running around you, and you're like, something's going on. They're probably scared of you. Who knows? But you hear weird noises, weird like hooting, and I'm like, I got no idea. Everything is pitch black. You turn the bikes on, turn the lights on, and we just sped off. It was fun, but it was freaky. Now imagine most people living in a situation like that would probably be in favor of guns, which is probably why we have 2A, because back then it was dangerous. Pig could rampage through the town. Someone had to shoot it, and their guns weren't even that good. These days, everybody lives in a city. They're in their concrete cubicle. It smells like sour milk, and they never see these pigs.
But the problem is,
So wait, so what's the name of this movie?
The Pigs Cometh.
Okay, so let me get it straight. The first movie is set in a city, and then The Pigs Cometh Again. That's the one that's set in the woods.
There's no what we can do a sequel.
You're doing a
yes.
sequel.
Sure.
You're setting up the sequel. The
They have to-
animals.
the pigs
No,
come from
running around
beneath,
in the
where they come out
woods.
of tunnels.
Yeah, they have to go find the source of the pigs.
Deep
But
underground.
Now all of the urban,
Yes.
all the urban liberals are like armed and muscular from fighting the pigs, and now they know, and they're like, the only way we bring back peace is to destroy the hogs from the source.
The source is China, but there's we got to dig underground to get there.
The source is Hogzilla. It's like a
Yeah.
2,000 pound sow, 2,000
hog
pound
queen.
sow.
Oh, it's like
pumping out
the end of
50
Aliens.
babies.
Yeah,
Okay. All right.
giant hog.
Yeah.
Thanks for checking out this segment from the Timcast IRL podcast. But if you want to check out the full show live, tune in Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. And if you want more special access content, head over to timcast.com and become a member. Your membership helps sustain this company, keep our journalists employed, makes this show happen, and you will get access to exclusive members-only segments of the Timcast IRL podcast, and there's a massive library to check out. So again, go to timcast.com or tune in Monday through Friday at 8 p.m., and we'll see you all there.